Oh
Hello,
no,
everybody.
deja vu.
Crazy, right? Welcome back, if you're joining us again, to part two of our double-decker, double-header game, where we are. It is the second match that we're having the CATastrophe team play, and the first match for the Horsemen. So those of us who just joined us, 15, 20 minutes ago, saw CATastrophe had a 3-0 sweep of the Nacho Daddies as their first match of the day, and they, in rescheduling, decided they wanted to just roll right on into another match, and I give them credit, and I probably wouldn't be able to do it myself, but power to them. Daisy, welcome back to the booth. How are you doing after that action-packed first match?
Man, just fine, and maybe a little more hydrated.
That was important. I too chose to hydrate during our little break. Okay, and I'm still trying to catch my breath from that intensity of that first match, but that's in the past, and we're here now, and that's what we need to focus on. So, CATastrophe coming back against the Horsemen again on Dorado. We're gonna have Horsemen on attack first from the looks of things. What are you hoping to see?
Well, I'm really hoping to see more from Catastrophe because, as we saw like 15 minutes ago, they rocked it last game. They had some really good plays, a lot of very quick ult charge, and some key clutch moments. I'm really looking forward to more of that today.
Yeah, definitely. And again, we're going to be at a weird crossroads where they could either walk away from that first match exhausted, and that's going to give a Horseman, kind of an unexpected advantage, or they're going to come in on fire with that momentum and just roll right through the Horsemen. So we're gonna see which part of that spectrum we end up on here. But I have confirmed with CATastrophe that they are ready to go. They're ready to keep on rolling through. I'm just waiting to hear back from Tornado on the Horsemen, and we'll get ourselves started. And I have heard from Tornado. So, without further ado, let's keep this gravy train rolling and go into the beginning of our second match of the day. Okay, so, Dorado, lots of boats to yell at. We know that. That is the one thing we know going into this. Ugh. So, we must immediately go and look at the boats and the beautiful evening sky portrayed here. There they are. Yeah, I just want everybody in chat to picture me shaking my fist angrily at the boats just boating out there.
Oh,
But, yes, many of them. Too many of them to handle at this point. But that'll be vengeance for another day. Moving into this, we are a few seconds away from getting our first glimpse of what both teams are going to throw at each other to start this second match. Alright, 3, 2, 1. What do we have?
okay.
Well, we see Last Brown sticking on that Ash. I'm going to start with CATastrophe just because I can say that that's a very similar setup to what they've been using. Star is still taking up the Zarya, and Last Brown's still on that Ash. So still kind of a swap. A little bit of a swap with Math Not Meth. But on the other side, though, for the attack, we have pretty standard setup, what you would expect with a Ryan Zarya of their own. Having a Hanzo, though, it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see the sniper duel between Hanzo and Ashe on this one. And it looks like Draco's starting on a Reaper here. Here we go. It begins. Oop. So there was a trap, I think, right under the payload. And there we go, starting it off with fire. Last Brown getting his initial 10% there. Oh, and way more than that. Must have hit a shot as well. So Horsemen just kind of pushing up here. CATastrophe haven't felt the need to jump down just yet. You see Glob Dragon just tossing bombs and grenades. Math Not Meth maybe taking some pot shots. And now we finally see CATastrophe starting to jump in the way of the payload to stop the progress. So shots trading back and forth. Actually, I'm going to watch Last Brown here. I can possess people. Ha 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 ha. So, see what it goes. Oh, and getting into a bit of a duel there. But you hear the ticks. There's that fire. Again, you see his ultimate just... he's got a bob already. Like, that... being able to do that, and then somebody else is on fire, he tosses the bob straight in. You may as well with how fast he charges them. We see this Reaper trying... does Draco successfully able to pick off Last Brown? Dies to the bob, and then Last Brown gets rezzed anyway. So...
The butler gets revenge.
So we're seeing a very similar problem that the Horsemen are having that the Nacho Daddies did here. Hammer comes down. It does get 2.
Wow.
Charge on the Reinhardt, but he was bubbled, so nothing back. And Rince is going to pick Tornado, though. Lucio comes in maybe a little bit late. And Rince does finally go down to Dracos' Reaper. And that's going to potentially cue a little bit more progress, a couple more inches here. Dracos, oh, is going to pick off Star. Dracos is starting to go wild here on this Reaper. There's the Dynamite. Fire, last Brown, 88% ult again. But when Math Not Math gets rezzed by Dat Fat Cat Sat. But they're just giving up a lot of progress. 2.31 left. Dragon straight into that hallway there. That's going to put a nail into that coffin. Horsemen are coming out of this strong. Whew. Well, this is refreshing to see. We see the Horsemen coming into this, you know, probably fresh and ready to play, and not going to take any of the nonsense that CATastrophe is throwing down here. We see Massignu? I have no idea. With Hanzo up here trying to... Oh, he's got spotted. I was expecting him to just kind of come around and pull a quick headshot there, but no such luck. Both of the DPS for Horsemen kind of trying to swing around the back. Oh, no, Hanzo rejoined. It's just Dracos in the back right now looking for Glob Dragon. We see there's been a switch. Oh, there comes a Bob. Bob running on in, into the back line. Last Brown getting a pick on Archon as well. Bob getting kind of popped up and just taking his pot shots from the back there. Math Not Math getting a Lucio Vengeance kill, and Last Brown's Bob is going to pick off the Hanzo. Assign you? I don't know. I have no idea. It's Hanzo right now. Okay. So, what do you think about the Horsemen so far, Daisy? Do you think they're doing well? Do you think they need to change anything?
I think they're doing well so far. I liked the push that they had, especially with the dragons. That kind of sealed the deal at the end for them.
There's Glob kind of alone. I think a lot of this is going to come down to just the graviton coordination. So Last Brown getting a pick on Archon. That Lucio just a second too late. Hammer goes down. It gets Star. Oh, but the Boob almost saves, but does not quite save people from Dracos' ult. So this Winston is going to probably get picked here. It's just him and Glob. Glob getting a kill, though. There we go. They both finally go down, and that's going to be more progress for the Horsemen. 2.5 minutes. They are moving very strong. Go ahead.
I was going to say, like, key here might be taking high ground from the Last Brown, and Hanzo did it.
Yeah, definitely. It's that is a big change we're seeing, is that Last Brown is getting challenged here. And they're not letting the Dynamite burn anybody. With Star getting picked by Dracos again. Lots of ultimates for CATastrophe, though. They have distinct ult advantage. So we see Lucio come in, but Dat Fat Cat Sat does die to the dragons regardless. And again, we got progress. Rince Wash is kind of just zapping it up in the background, but okay, he's going to ult to keep himself alive and to try and push Horseman back. Horseman already at 3 meters away from getting this second point here. Rince is just trying to go to town. He doesn't have ult anymore. Here comes... It's going to be a tire. Oh, it immediately gets popped by the Hanzo, though. Great graviton, but no follow-up because the pop. Tornado gets a pick on the Math Not Math, too. Here comes a Bob, hits the payload. And then it's going to prompt a Lucio and a Moira ult in response here. We see Rince just trying to jump around in the back. Archon getting a pick, followed up by Rince dying to Dracos. Last Brown does get a kill back onto Deadly, but this is so far in the favor of the Horsemen. And there's going to be the Reaper ult, kill both of the healers, and Star goes down as well. Yep, Last Brown getting killed at the end of it. Horsemen not taking anything here.
Yeah, they're just going in.
Yeah, no, they're taking none of the nonsense. And I would Last Brown has switched off of Ashe and onto Reaper. I was going to say CATastrophe on the back foot right now needs to make a switch here. And we see Rince switching back onto Reinhardt. We see Star switching off of the Zarya onto D.Va. But we'll see. We'll see here. All right, we see Rince just going no hammer, no shield, only swing right in the front there. And Last Brown gets picked immediately. First action as a Reaper is death. So this Hanzo, though, for the Horsemen has been on point. Charge doesn't quite connect with the other Reinhardt. Hammer comes down, gets both of the tanks.
Whoa.
We see the Reaper coming in to help clean it up. Mercy ult comes in to try and help,
big.
but yep, the
And
Dragons are going to DMAC. Here comes the Tire. This could be big. It does get 2. But the res is going to come onto Rinse. So finally, CATastrophe able to hold it after being pushed back almost this entire time. And last round, though, not letting anybody get away, getting some vengeance for that early pick he suffered.
Man, it is almost weird to finally see, like, CATastrophe almost struggle.
Sweating a bit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We see the Reaper off, and Dracos is the loser because there's a Mercy pocketing last round's Reaper. With a minute left, that's not how you really want to start this. Ult economy right now is in the favor of the Horsemen, but yeah, pretty heavily in the favor of Horsemen. We see Glob is almost dead, wherever he is right now, back there. But we have the team's posturing. All right, they're going in on the Moira ultimate. Ooh, Glob picks off Dracos before Dracos can do anything meaningful. And right now, CATastrophe does have the high ground. Last round dropping down, maybe looking to use the ultimate. Hammer comes down and just essentially ends Tornado, but Glob Dragon's going to die in exchange. So that's pretty much most of CATastrophe caught in that grab, but no follow-up. No one around to take advantage. And then last round does go down. Got a little too aggressive and got picked. Yeah, no, there's been this Hanzo has been very effective for the Horsemen, and we see Lucio on the point to touch. Dragons are going straight into the back of it. All right, there's a DMAC, but Star is just going to bomb in exchange. Charge and bomb are getting kills. Here comes everybody's ult. All of the ultimates from CATastrophe are going in. And poor Dracos is the last one alive. That is going to be a team wipe. And that is how we're going to close the book on this first round. All right. Excellent moves from CATastrophe there. Finally saying, no more. We're not on the back foot anymore. We're going to kill you.
We're not going to take it.
No, they ain't going to take it. And by God, they didn't. They team wiped them. But here we go. All right. We are moving on, and we're going to see what we're going to get from the flip side here in just a few seconds. Whew. All right. We got another glimpse at the boats. Imagine me shaking my fist at them, and we're going to move on. And we're going to see what CATastrophe is going to bring out on attack this time and what the Horsemen want to bring into this on defense. So the Horsemen, I can tell you from experience, do use Bastion on occasion.
Oh, and
there it is. Okay. I knew it was coming eventually. Took a little while for us to get there. But we see right now for CATastrophe, roles are staying the same. And the reason I called that out is that Last Brown has also gotten a lot of infamy on his Zarya. So I am a little surprised that they haven't kind of switched it back up. But I guess with Math Not Meth being a healer, they kind of have to take this formation unless they get somebody... Excuse me. Unless they get somebody else swapped in. But here we go. It's a bunker, ladies and gents. It is a bunker, which I've been expecting for a long time. And I imagine will force a switch from CATastrophe, but we'll see. But you see CATastrophe here. They are, looks like they're all, other than one, is going into the underpath. And we will see if the Horsemen are going to realize what's happening before the CATastrophe catches them off guard. And they do. They know that something is amiss and that they are immediately trying to answer it. Charge, gets the Bastion.
Pin.
Doesn't get the pin, though. Charges all the way out, doesn't matter. Gets the kill anyway, though. So that was a great charge. That's one way to kill a Bastion. Your eye field doesn't matter unless you pitch it all the way at the end of that charge. But, wow, CATastrophe just slamming the Horsemen back, taking out all their frustrations from that first round and essentially team wipe. Just... you know, a little bit staggered, the Horsemen here.
Like, wow, Rinse Ross just going ham.
Yep, Rince's Ryan was definitely instrumental there. Ah, that's not who I wanted. But all right. So we see Last Brown trying to get some high ground advantage here. So here's where the bunker will lay. We'll see if that stands. So they're aware that Last Brown's above them, and because of that, they're kind of moving. Last Brown sees there's a D.Va on him, a mobile health pack, if you will. But it is enough. Deadly Silence able to back off the Reaper. Let me get it. Oh, there we go. In the mind of a Bastion. So we see Draco's kind of moving around, trying to adjust to make sure that he's in the optimal position. The Reaper dropping down. Oh, that charge, though, coming through. That was a great eye field to protect, to make sure the charge didn't get a kill, but in exchange, that's like everybody dead. So we see Soldier getting a pick back, but ultimately doesn't really matter. Deadly trying to run for their life and ultimately goes down. Soldier going down as well, the Star, and CATastrophe continuing this absolute demolition that they're doing against the Horsemen here. And there it is. Okay, go ahead.
I think that, man, I was like so excited to see like strong contest between the two teams, and I was like, man,
There's
you
a
know,
pick.
yeah, they're finally struggling a little bit. They have to fight for it.
Yeah, the Horsemen though. I would definitely say that this is time for the Horsemen to make a switch. That the bunker is dead. Like I appreciate that they're trying to run it out, maybe with the ults and stuff, but it's not working. They needed to swap it off. It doesn't matter now. Oh, there's Glob Dragon again. She's ripping them apart in the back line there. There comes a D.Va bomb. Tire. If it goes boom,
Wow.
if it goes boom, CATastrophe has it at this point. There's a counter D.Va bomb in the back. Last Brown ulting, though, pretty much seals the deal here, I think.
And if it says die, they have it too.
Yep. If it goes boom or it says die, CATastrophe has it, and they're just looking to keep their win streak going. And we'll see what we got here. Last Brown on the Reaper getting play of the game here.
Of course, of course.
Yep. Yep, this big melee here. The eye field kept the rest of the team alive, but after it popped, you see just Last Brown at 2 health points.
Ooh.
Still alive, and then walks up to one of those fancy mobile health packs known as tanks and gets himself back up. Last Brown with just a ridiculous amount of damage done in that game. And Death's Postman not slacking on the healing, though, with 12k back. Yeah, Pumpkin making a good point that might be up there for our fastest push through Dorado that we've seen in the league. It was very impressive. CATastrophe, apparently they don't suffer fatigue, and they can just go. They're Energizer bunnying this and just going right on through.
I called it. I said they'd keep cooking.
Yeah, I by God they are. But all right, let's see here. So not being familiar with this particular set of maps off the top of my head, I'm going to double check what we're going on next. But okay, so what did you like from the Horsemen? What do they need to change, Daisy?
Okay. I liked the attack from the Horsemen because it really made CATastrophe struggle for a bit, and I really liked that because it was a good palate cleanser from the 3-0 that we got earlier. Like, it was the most HD water ever. And then, CATastrophe's attack started, and it was like, yes, palate cleansing's over.
Yeah, it's just CATastrophe right back in the driver's seat. Yep. Yeah, I was right there with you where I appreciate that, maybe we did see some fatigue for a minute there, and the Horsemen came out swinging really strong, but CATastrophe ultimately able to find the right combination of heroes at the end there so that they were able to stop the assault.
Ooh, and we have Malevolent Mango with another 500-bit.
Ooh, thank you, Mango.
Another 500-bit cheer.
All right. But yeah, for CATastrophe, I will say that, they did struggle a little bit on that first defense there. And I feel like it's again, it was them needing to come to the right combination of heroes to make it work, and maybe we saw a little bit of weakness in their flex that they've been running. They're where we would normally see Star on a healer and Last Brown on a tank, and we've had these kind of role swaps to accommodate their current roster. I feel like we did, for a moment there at least, see a couple of cracks in CATastrophe strategy there. Ultimately, wasn't enough or wasn't wide enough that the Horsemen could take advantage, but again, proves that gods can bleed.
That's true. And to keep the streak going, we have another 500-bit
Holy
donation
cow.
from Czar. So thank you so much.
Wow, you guys just... I guess we just need to be masochists and run all of our games back to back, huh?
Yep.
Oh Lord, you guys really need to dethrone Rocky at this point. Like, whatever, you guys need to do something to dethrone Rocky. We need to get this done here. So Nation, subscribing for 3 months with Twitch Prime. Thank you, Nation. All right.
Y'all are just with it today. We appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. And what you have to remember is that this isn't going into my pocket or Daisy's pocket. This goes towards the Bronze Tacos as a whole, and bit donations, subscriptions, Twitch Prime things. Like, all of that culminates into us being able to do more giveaways and prizes and everything like that for the community. So what you're doing today means that yourself and other tacos get all sorts of good paydays later on down the line. So we appreciate it very much, all of you that are donating, and heck, we appreciate the follows, just you guys tuning in, and every time somebody tunes in, that gets us closer and closer to partner and all the goodies that Twitch will finally allow us to have once we get to that point. So thank you everybody for your donations, your subscriptions, and just your time and everything in general. Like, it really means a lot to us. Even if you're just listening to us while you're doing something else, it really helps us out, and we certainly like to put on a good show for you while you're at it.
And with that, oh my goodness, we've got more. Holds 93 donated 500 bits to say, "Let's go CATastrophe."
Jake supporting after the loss, no hard feelings. He wants it to keep going. All right, so both teams have confirmed that they are ready. Our next map is Lijiang Tower, and we are rolling into it here. All right, so Lijiang, since apparently I'm good at jinxing things, caster curse and all that, I would argue that goats could do well. I mean, goats we saw did have some effectiveness against CATastrophe.
That is true.
So I feel like we could see goats could be effective here, and that's all I'm gonna say on it. I'm not gonna jinx anything.
But like last time, okay.
Hey, so now come on.
We have another follow from Jag. Thank you.
Yeah, everybody's just jumping on the train today, and again, we really appreciate it. But all right, I know there's a boat out there. I'm sure. I'm not going to curse at it though, because we have to discuss what we're going to see, and that is not goats. Okay.
Oh, I saw Lucio and Diva, and I was like, wait.
Nope. We see a 2-2-2 from both sides again, and for CATastrophe, virtually the same from what we've been seeing from them the last couple of games. On the other side, for the Horsemen, again, pretty similar to what we've seen. Draco sticking with that Reaper. We see Ame, because again, I'm not sure how to announce that name, as kind of the major change. Tornado back onto the Orisa, and we have Deadly Silence sticking with the Diva. So we will see what this all entails, and both teams kind of taking opposite routes here. And theoretically, they are going to meet in the middle. Yep, here we go. So teams seeing each other at the same time, and the battle begins. So no picks just yet. Great wall to kind of cut the teams off, give each side a chance to kind of catch their breath a little bit. Charge goes in, does get Death's Postman. Glob Dragon then picking up Dracos. Great Glob Dragon has just been on the ball. I really appreciate all the work she's putting in right now. And that's going to be a quick take for CATastrophe.
No Dragon.
Yeah. Glob Dragon, no slouch. With just, the trap placement we saw. Oh, wow. Cat's kind of going ham now, too. The trap placement we saw against the Nacho Daddies and just the general effectiveness of that Junkrat. Glob Dragon is really trying their hardest to carry. Oh, I accidentally went to point. To carry CATastrophe to a win here. So I have apparently selected Dat Fat Cat sat through a wall, so apparently we're watching her right now. Math is getting a little low, but okay overall. So CATastrophe right now pretty content to just sit back, and speaking of traps, there we go. We see Tornado getting caught in another one. All right, Draco's trying to get something done, has to go through the rest of CATastrophe. And CATastrophe pushing up right now. There's a wall trying to cut the team off. Here we go, here comes some ults. Last round getting 3. Doesn't matter if you're frozen if everybody's dead, I suppose. Last Brown trying to get trying to get another play of the game here. Last Brown and Rinse just shoving them back. And successful fight from CATastrophe, and they're just going to kind of retreat. Again, they don't really need to push too hard. They know that the Horsemen have to come to them at this point, so they're just going to retreat to point. Oop, here comes a deep bomb going out. Lucio in response. Math not Math picks Death's Postman, though, so the Lucio war has been won, and then a Lucio in exchange. We do see Draco's just weaving in and out of takes. Here comes another Diva Bomb over the top. Gets no one.
Gets no one.
And at 90%, this is the Horsemen need to kind of push this a little bit. They don't really have anybody near point. We see the Reaper Dracos in the background trying to find a teleport point in. 96%, they got a touch. All right, we see Dracos on the point. We have a couple of Horsemen filtering in now. So trade right now for Glob for Tornado. Here comes Dracos coming in with the ult here. Freeze on point as well. Doesn't catch anybody. There we go. We have some picks coming for the Horsemen this time. Right. Ooh, and last round gets taken down. It's the Diva that's left. Draco's getting a pick on the Cat. Diva flies out and is so far okay. Star kind of just trying to get to safety here, but the freeze is coming in. Freezes Glob and Star, but doesn't get a pick yet. Oh, there we go, but Glob goes down there. Star gets demeched. And Horsemen kind of, they're like, all right, you did it, we can too, and just holding the point. We see Star just desperately trying to get her mech back rather than suiciding, which honestly, for that exact reason there, I probably would have taken the ledge, but to each their own, I suppose. Because then you're down without one of your tanks, a particularly mobile one at that, for a good couple percentage points. But regardless, so do you think that this is a good enough lineup for CATastrophe to be able to take this map, Daisy?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like they can pull something out of this.
Oh, and Tornado getting a boop, getting a pull into the void. Hammer comes down, doesn't get anybody because of the shield there, I think. Diva Bomb getting pitched in, there's no shield. Gets 2, last round and Math Not Math are down. There we go, and we just have Horsemen just posturing. They are not willing to give this up without a very strong fight. One thing to note, though, is that does swing ult advantage very heavily in the favor of CATastrophe right now. They're going to have 4 for this next fight versus the singular freeze, the singular blizzard that May has for Horsemen.
They could just launch everything they have and then be done with it and just cap the point. They're at 99%.
Yep, that's exactly what it comes down to, is that now 80% for the Horsemen. So whatever happens, it's going to happen here soon. We see the May potentially hoping to cut off. Perfect, exactly what you want. Rinse is cut off. And I don't think he got the ult either. Ooh, and Last Brown actually dies too. Dracos gets killed, but that's still advantage Horsemen right now for this. Sneaky wall play. Diva does manage to pick off Archon. Here comes the freeze on the point. Wasn't eaten. Star is frozen. Glob Dragon goes down to just the freeze. Star is still alive as baby Diva. There we go. So now teams are coming back. CATastrophe is back in force. Draco's getting 2 quick picks with his ultimate, though. So it's Dracos and Lucio right now. Charge does. Wow, that's a feels bad. Great shot. Great shot from Rinse. And we have Archon just trying to delay since they're at 99. Oh, here comes a hamster. Attempting to initiate the ultimate strategy.
Spin to win.
It's kind of a Tornado is just going to get slammed. Solo slam for the win. Nope, still not quite. There's a Tracer now. Gets blown up by Glob Dragon. Great shot, and that is that.
And there it is.
Can you guys believe that was the first round? Holy crap.
Oh my gosh, it was.
Spectacular
That
from
felt
both
like a whole
sides.
game.
The Horsemen just suddenly getting a quick shot of adrenaline and coming back there, not willing to give it up without a fight. Excellent play from them. So we'll see what sticks of their kind of desperation lineup that they had. Tornado switching back to the Orisa, which is about what we expected. We'll see if the Tracer stays the Tracer. I apologize. I don't know how to pronounce that name, and I'm not going to butcher it. I'm sure I'll hear all about it later.
Yeah, do your thing.
Yep. So CATastrophe switching nothing. Star switched back to the Zarya, but switching virtually nothing. On the other side, we have the Mei again versus the Tracer. And both teams just running straight to point, straight to the action again. There's no breaks in this particular match. There is only fight. No break, only fight. Both of the Reapers getting picks off at the start here. Each team has only lost one body so far. CATastrophe has the stronger hold on the point right now. Reapers are just kind of trading positions here, trying to get on the point. CATastrophe not quite getting it. Dracos went in desperation to try and hold it. The team wasn't able to follow, and that is a take for CATastrophe. Yep, and just some trickle kills here. And CATastrophe, though, content with chase. There is a trap there.
Oh, wow.
Glob Dragon, you mad woman. Oh, my God. That D.Va got caught in a trap. Are you kidding me?
If it works, is it really madness?
That is, yes, it is. It's still madness. Just that the foresight for that particular spot. Like, come on.
It's just an advanced read.
You know what? It is definitely more advanced of a read than I'm ever going to be able to make in my life. So power to him. Right, oh, hammer because of the man, the elevation that he doesn't land on the wall, so it comes down and does get a couple people. Cat gets a quick pick to start. Draco's getting a pick back onto Rince though, who charged all the way back. Here we go. Last Brown trying to get a pick. Gets a pick on Death's post man, and then gets picked back. That Fat Cat Sack going on a bit of a tear. Here is the Moira though. So picks from both sides. I would say the Horsemen need to push in right now and take advantage. They have a little bit of a spawn advantage right now to group up. They should be pushing this in hard. But with Rince back already and CATastrophe slowly building themselves back up, your moment's kind of gone there. So we see Glob Dragon out on the side there. Last round. Oop, and Glob Dragon does go down. And so that's a body advantage. Again, the Horsemen movement at this kind of slow, 80% already. They need to push in before they get that before they get Glob Dragon back. Here comes the D.Va Bomb. It's up, gets no one. Here we go. So hard push now. Picks are coming in now for the Horsemen. Rince and Last Brown are down here. There they go. And the rest of the kills are starting to fall through. Horsemen look like they're going to take it. It is at 99 in overtime.
Man, they did this last round.
Right? It was a little bit more back and forth, but pretty similar. So here we go. CATastrophe kind of having to reset here. They do have the Graviton as well as the Coalescence available versus just the Blizzard for the Horsemen right now. Ooh, that was a good pull from Tornado to kind of make him group up. I feel like right now that's... Glob Dragon getting a pick. I was going to say, I think the Horsemen could probably benefit from having a Junkrat of their own. Draco's getting a return kill, but there we go. That's kind of a weird position, but no shield, only swing. Plus the tire is more than enough there.
Good follow-up.
That, I believe, is it, and I think CATastrophe is going to win another one here. 5 games back to back to back to back to back.
Another one. Another one.
Another one. And it's going to be Dat Fat Cat Sack getting a Moira play of the game. All the healer plays. We need a Mercy one from you, Cat, for this last one. Come on. Alright, just the high-value Moira plays. You can never underestimate all the value you can get out of that. And there we go.
Amazing.
And that's going to be yet another one in CATastrophe's pocket. Just, they're saying 9-0. Who needs 9-0 when we're going to try and go 14-1? You know, no pressure on Rebel Squad or anything, but I This is kind of scary to watch. These guys apparently do not need to eat, sleep, drink, or anything, and they will win.
Only Overwatch.
Apparently so. All right, let's see what our final map of this gauntlet of games is going to be. Alrighty. So our final map for this particular tirade is going to be the Temple of Anubis. So we'll see if that's going to affect anything here. I'm going to change that actually before I forget about it again. So, I'm not 100% sure what to say about the Horsemen here because I feel like they have the pieces and they just aren't quite able to bring it home.
Yeah,
I'm blind.
I think so too.
I'm sorry, Chad. I'm blind. I know I'm blind. It's okay. You don't need to call for help. I know I'm blind, but yeah, the Horsemen, like, I feel like they have the pieces, but one thing I will comment on is, unlike what CATastrophe did against them, they haven't really flexed to try and bring anything else in. Uh-oh, what'd I miss?
So, Mango has
Oh, Lord.
donated 190 bits for CATastrophe getting the sweep, but when you look at the leaderboard for bit donations, it puts her 1 bit ahead of Rocky Top 76.
Oh my god, Mango,
She
you brilliant
did it.
monster. That is perfect. Congratulations to Mango for overtaking the top spot in spectacular fashion. I approve.
That was beautiful.
Alright, there we go. Horsemans, there we are. Let me just swap over Izzy. So, that is absolutely fantastic. Mango Rocky realizing that he's been dethroned. Daisy Mom and Daisy Dad. And the epic dethroning of Rocky from the top of the bit leaderboard.
Everybody supports the new queen of bits.
All hail the new queen, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Cool, so I'll confirm that the teams are ready. But yeah, going into Temple of Anubis here, I'm not sure exactly what the swap that has to be made. I feel like that Horsemen would benefit from a Junkrat of their own, to be completely honest with you. I feel like there was the maid did her job well enough on that first. Oop, we lost a body. Well enough on that first part of Lijiang, but after that, I feel like you could have ran a Junkrat really effectively into what CATastrophe was trying to do there. Personally.
I think so too. I was getting that.
This
feel.
is a not so subtle way of me telling we're putting Izzy in, is what I'm guessing this is. Alright, so we're going to have a short break. We have Deadly Silence was having some issues, so Deadly is restarting. So we're going to take just a couple of minutes here. Going to inform CATastrophe of that.
In the meantime, during this break, I haven't seen, a comeback from the previous leader of bits. I've only seen
yes, Chaos.
an upset reply.
Right? Yeah, it's. We'll see what happens, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't believe you can donate less than 100 bits, so Rocky kind of has to make that decision.
Just gonna have to be the sacrifice he's willing to make.
Right. But so yeah, we are just waiting for Deadly to restart their console and to hop back in with us. I have informed CATastrophe that we're gonna have a short break, so we can watch as the chat goes down in flames as Rocky debates trying to take back his leadership of our bit donation board, which does reset from time to time. So even if Mango has it today, that doesn't mean that she's going to have it forever. Same thing with Rocky.
Oh, but she says bring it on. She's ready.
And we have Daisy Mom cheering for Rocky to try and bring it back here, to try and instigate the war, which I think is perfectly fine. But okay. Oh, and Coltrane jumping on the board with a 500-bit donation. Thank you, Cole. Not wanting to just let this down. Oh, Rocky Top with the 211 right
Yes!
before that. Like you're trying to be playing the game with it being me. Shots fired
Oh,
from captain to team. Oof.
that was a call out.
I'm gonna F in the chat for that one.
Oh,
That's brutal. I am sorry, but that is a great dethroning right there. But okay. Anyway, y'all see the cracks of I need healing and the are starting to show here. We're starting to see some descent in the ranks.
guys, don't show the weaknesses.
We can see the coordination breakdown once Mango I think is actually trying to start a coup and I need healing. That's my current conspiracy theory.
Uh-oh,
Um,
uh-oh.
that's my vote, and I think that's what's happening. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry. I was battling a Lucio, I think, in my throat.
Gonna hit that F in the chat.
Yep, gotta hit the F in the chat here. I do agree with Ukamijin on this one though. That sounds like a plan right about now. So now we see the chat is devolving into taking sides on the bit donation hierarchy. We see Nation has taken Rocky's side here, so Mango right now kind of all alone on her own island, unfortunately. There we go. So we see Deadly Silence getting reinvited here. Hopefully we have undone all of the issues and we won't have to have me use my God Pause powers. But so chat, feel free to take sides. We have Cole joining the Mango side. So we're watching we're watching everybody kind of just descent hashtag Team Mango from Jag. So we're having the sides taken here. This is fun. I feel like at some point we're just gonna have to GG easy. I feel like we're just gonna have to have a scrim where Rocky and Mango like pick their sides and draft a team against each other, and we're just gonna watch the descent of madness for the I Need Healing squad. I feel like this could potentially be, is this what you're trying to tell us, guys? Or is I Need Healing breaking up? Like, oh, and Mango shooting back with the 500-bit donation. Oh man, Team Mango ahead. I think we're gonna need to get some Team Mango, Team Rocky T-shirts here.
What is this?
But so we're still waiting for Deadly to rejoin us. Alright, shifting gears a little bit, Temple of Anubis is definitely not my favorite map. I kind of dislike this map a lot, but it really branches down to you only have so many ways to potentially go through stuff. And there we go, we have Rocky donating 400 bits back. Jeez, you guys, if you guys just want to donate this to me directly so I can go on vacation, that'd be great.
Yeah, like, I could pay for a trip to Europe with all these bits.
Apparently, yeah. And we have Pumpkin on Team Mango. Oh man, I'm trying to shift the focus back to the game, but everybody is so engrossed in this I need healing civil war here. Spending vodka money. Vodka, ugh, no. I mean, if we're doing anything, it's gonna be rum, or I mean, beer would be preferable. Well, you know what? Look, Pumpkin, we're not destroying the Legion 2. Let's watch I Need Healing implode first, okay? So a bit of an update. We're still waiting for Deadly is still having some issues getting himself set. So we're still just giving him some time to get it all sorted out. Ugh, Taco Bell gift cards. Ugh.
The saga continues. So you know what?
Well, I mean, at this point, I feel like I'm hoping Pumpkin isn't like trying to indicate that she too is like joining this revolution. I mean, come on. Nation is betraying me and joining Pumpkin's team. I see you there. He is openly saying he is part of Team Pumpkin. And I see an alliance here between the the breakoffs of Team Mango now joining up with Team Pumpkin. I see all
I
of you.
see. It has occurred to me that even if I Need Healing is kind of splintering, it seems to also be happening to you, Chaos.
Apparently, but I've got Cole on my side now, so yeah, it is
Uh-oh.
now apparently Team Chaos versus Team Cole, and we see Daisy Mom trying to advocate for another split for Team Daisy. So,
Mother, no.
oh Lord. I mean, hey, apparently you need to take sides on two different revolutions here, so you need to to pick a side here, and apparently nobody can decide what side that they're going to side with. So, all right, I
Oh,
see
this is
Deadly has
amazing.
rejoined us.
Deadly is here.
Yep, I am just confirming right now that Deadly is ready to go. All right. Yeah, I'm really glad that I don't display the chat on the side because I would only be reading that instead of casting the game, I think. Especially now that we have all of these teams that are splintering in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, teams, get it together.
I don't know if you have any room to comment.
Okay, you know what?
Considering that, you might be advocating your own split in this revolution. Three-way split for I Need Healing.
Mango just donated 500
Oh my
bits.
god, you guys. Alright, I want it to be noted that this is probably the most, bit crazy game that we've ever had, and we are literally sitting in a waiting screen. Y'all are
Like,
crazy.
this is just. Uh,
Regardless, we appreciate it. You guys funding this silliness and the descent into madness. It's entertaining us in the downtime, and it's always going towards stuff that we're gonna do in the future. No Nation, as I said earlier, this does not fund me directly. Although at this point, I kind of wish it did. It'd be a nice little payday. No, this
little.
is everything that is donated here. It's that is so oddly specific.
Thanks, Nail.
I guess thank you. I don't. That is so specific. Look, man, you already betrayed me and joined Team Pumpkin. I got nothing for you, Nation. I'm sorry. I mean, it is fun. It is funding one of the prizes we have announced, just for those who are curious. Another 391 bits from Mango, or for Rocky
To
saying
pull
"Love you,
him.
Mango."
To
Oh,
pull him one bit ahead of Mango.
the
Again,
disrespect. It's the
when will the
absolute
disrespect
disrespect.
cease?
Never, because again, we're planning a revolution here. All right, and so I am just currently waiting for Tornado to confirm that everybody is ready to go on the side of the Horsemen. Now that we see Deadly, I'm assuming, but I don't want to start without everybody being ready. But so yeah, there's several descents in several teams. Intermission does have its own charms, I suppose. Even though we see where true alliances lie.
Oh my god.
Rocky really wanting this to get started before he has to take out a second mortgage to hold his position on top. Daisy Mom agreeing.
CATastrophe might be the only team still standing after all of this
I mean,
splintering.
with how everybody is falling apart here, I that's entirely possible. Apparently, so I am also going to shoot Tornado a message on PlayStation at this point and just try and see if we can actually get something rolling here. Alright. Well, that's a good start. But, yeah, like I said, just waiting on that. Waiting on Mr. Tornado to confirm that he is ready to roll.
Mango with a 200-bit donation.
Oh
I
my
got nothing
god.
but time and bits.
I too wish I had nothing but time and bits. Pumpkin, stop encouraging this revolution. I mean, you can
Probably.
encourage their revolution, just don't encourage our own revolution. Oh, Lord. We have Jag continuing to be on hashtag Team Mango. Pumpkin on hashtag Team Mango as well. I think Jake is also on hashtag Team Mango. So, all right, Tornado has confirmed that he is ready.
Oh, thank goodness. We can focus on a match instead of
So we can switch our focus from this bit war and the several revolutions that are starting, and potentially, there we go.
Can't.
Both teams are ready. Rocky again taking the top spot, but unfortunately, with that we have to start the game. We got to get into our final map of the day. If you guys want to continue, warring, you're more than welcome to. But I, unfortunately, have to go back to casting the game. So,
I'll call out the bit donations.
All right. So we curse at the one boat that I know is on this map.
Get the boat.
I mean, I think we're calling those other ones flying by ships. I don't think that's a boat technically. So I can't really yell at those. I haven't.
It's shaped like a boat. It has a sail.
Something like that. But all right. So focusing back up on Overwatch things.
Yes.
All right. A few seconds. Here we go. Final map of the day is this amalgamation of nonsense. Okay, so focusing up, we have CATastrophe starting off on attack on this one, and we're going to have the Horsemen on defense. And apparently, my advice was heard, or at the very least, they had the same idea. And we have Draco switching over to the Junkrat, and now we have a Sombra on defense, which is an interesting pick, but I suppose I can see it. Last Brown switching to a Widow this time around. Well, given how deadly he was with the Ashe, I can... Oh, nah, never mind. Ignore what I just said.
Oh, okay.
But, alright, otherwise largely the same from CATastrophe again. So we see the Sombra just being sneaky over here. Watching the Sombra here, just kind of watching everything unfold. Probably going to hack the shield. Hacks the Lucio. And that's going to force them to turn around. Sombra able to get out safely. So CATastrophe... Ooh, Draco's getting the first Junkrat blood here. And CATastrophe kind of stuck in that room there. Again, Junkrat really good for stuff like that. So right now, after the shields recharge, CATastrophe making a push. Shield is popped for Rinse.
Oh, wow.
So CATastrophe trying to make this long journey all the way around. What did I say? Sorry.
You said it. You said Horsemen could benefit from a Junkrat, and look at that.
And speaking of said Junkrat, unfortunately kind of got cut off from the team, and the Horsemen are kind of really scattered right now. I don't know why they weren't trying to get to the point a little faster, but already that's it. Like, it's just a baby demon now. That is it. I guess I missed exactly what happened, but CATastrophe just shoved it right in there and said no more of that. So Deadly getting demacked, remacked, demacked again. Not quite killed. Oh, Lord. Archon does get picked out a little too aggressive with that flight. And CATastrophe is flying right in with the Moira ult here. They're going to have the Death Blossom as well. That's what you need to do, though. You cannot allow a defensive posture. That's a six-man. There's a tire that's immediately going to get popped by Dracos. They were ready. There's the Reaper ult, though. Gets one, gets two. Dies to the martyrdom, though. So Cat's just kind of cleaning up on these squishy targets.
Yep.
And that is a team wipe. Excellent six-man hack, but no real way to back it up. Alright, so Horsemen are actually getting kind of a mercy here. They're able to get back. Math falls into a trap and dies to Dracos. Glob Dragon getting a kill back. Here comes the Junkrat tire out of the back. It's two!
Whoa.
Spectacular tire from Glob. Glob was hiding back there that whole time. Not able to stop the resurrection. Here comes a Diva Bomb, though. Deadly picks off Rinse, but I think that is it.
Wow. That was ruthless.
Cat dropped down to the point. The Horsemen are still focused on the top room. Yeah, that sounds about right. 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Spectacular take there. CATastrophe just rolling into one big fight, and that's that. So definitely wanting to end strong here. The calm before the storm in our very last map of the day. And I gotta say, I enjoy casting these games, but I think I found where
It
my limit
has,
is.
yeah, and it has been very interesting.
It's been non-stop. These guys just don't let up for each other at all. But here we go, a couple seconds from seeing what could potentially be our final lineup of the evening. Alright. So pretty standard start, it looks like. Glob Dragon, we saw that flash of the Symmetra at the very beginning of everything that got immediately shut down, and Glob was like, no, I'm just going to carry on a Junkrat. So now with, you know, a lot of leeway as far as time, I guess this is about the opportunity you're going to get to be able to goof around with it. So Glob switching to the Symmetra here. Otherwise, Last Brown sticking to the Reaper. Rinse is over to an Orisa instead of the Reinhardt, and Star sticking to the D.Va. On the other side, we see the Sombra is going to come back out, which I think is better on attack, to be completely honest. But yeah, here we go. We have Draco switching to the Ashe now, maybe wanting to show his Bob prowess.
Ooh. Let's see if he can do 6.
We shall see. That's a pretty ridiculous record. I don't know if that's going to be broken. Kind of like how the other day, how Eldritch had his, like, 5 or 6 whatever minefields. So we see Horsemen just trying to shove through. Again, just trying to force the fight onto the point, and we're getting trade kills now. Glob goes down in exchange for Tornado. We have the res onto Glob, though, so Catastrophe at full force again. Hack onto that Fat Cat set. No flight for you. D-Mech and kill from Last Round onto Dracos. The res comes in. Dracos is alive again, but Archon is going to die for it, and then Dracos follows immediately after. We still have the Sombra kind of just goofing around. Is going to ultimately teleport back. And we reset. 3 minutes left. Yeah, I'm not... I guess in this instance, I guess I'm going to say it again, like a Pharah or a Junkrat I think would be really beneficial for the shield break. Or even a Reaper, just to get behind and rip apart those tanks. Neither of them have really good answers to a Reaper, so I feel like if Masign would actually go over to a Reaper, that'd be beneficial. Last Brown dying, or getting a kill onto Tornado. Reaper, again, being kind of a good pick for that. Glob getting a pick, followed by Star as well. Symmetra ult is going to cut the map in half here. Star going on a bit of a tear there. And that's everybody other than the Sombra. Yeah, another clean fight for Catastrophe. So we have Horsemen getting together one more time. 2 minutes left.
They do have an EMP on deck.
But they don't have a D.Va Bomb or Bob yet. I feel like you have to save it for D.Va Bomb or Bob.
That is true.
So we see the Sombra just trying to find the moment here.
We almost have a D.Va Bomb.
Last Brown getting a pick there. Ults out. Last Brown is just running it down, though. He does not care what is happening in front of him. Charge misses, and that'll probably spell death for Tornado, trying to keep up with the spins, and that's just not going to happen. Archon trying to battle Mercy their way out, not going to happen. And again, we see the Sombra just not able to contribute. I mean, Deadly is going to have the D.Va Bomb this time, so they are potentially able to just do it, like, right now, I'd say. Like, the D.Va trying to figure out, you can see D.Va trying to figure out what the best launch is. Like, Sombra just needs to hop over, but Catastrophe, maybe getting wise, or realizing that that could happen, has scattered. So they were all in position a moment ago, they aren't any longer. We see a couple of them on the high ground over there. Much harder to launch a D.Va Bomb there. They have to get through the tank line first. Here we go. Minute left. Horsemen making their move. They meet Last Brown head on. Last Brown trying to rip into Tornado. He's kind of like 1v5ing right now. Lucio ult is forced. There's another Death Blossom from him. Gets no one, though. So, Glob Dragon getting a pick on Archon with those turrets. And we still see Last Brown unanswered here. Oh, that's a good hack bomb, but ultimately gets tossed into a corner and everybody's able to back out of the room. Cat getting a punch kill onto the Sombra. Just, you know, extra oomph. Just throw it home. Oh, that was Catastrophe's D.Va Bomb. That wasn't even... Wow, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. So they know
okay.
Hack is down, and we see the Tracer come out in exchange for the Sombra just to be able to get to the point. It's going to open with Lucio. Star getting a pick onto Tornado and onto Death's Postman. Here comes a Bob.
Oh,
Diva Bomb gets launched. Gets both of the healers. This
is really
this is just that turret is ripping through that Tracer though, honestly. Archon goes down, it's just the Tracer, and Tracer is dead. Tornado trying to get back to point, not going to be able to do it, and that is going to clean it up. CATastrophe with the Bronze Tacos Nerfed League's first 6-0 sweep for a day. Last Brown on the Reaper getting play of the game for the final match.
Like, fatigue who?
Right?
They just kept going and going
and this is what I mean. Like, this moment here is exactly what the problem I was having. They didn't have the focus to kill him. They turned around and were dealing with other things, and he's just like, pew, 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 you're all dead. So, Last Brown, going unanswered, does manage to get the kill there. Alright, so finally, it's going to be interview time.
Yay!
Yeah, I know, finally. So we are going to be pulling the Last Brown and Math Not Meth in for our interview today. So congratulations to CATastrophe on their 6-0 sweep, and you know, great effort from the Horsemen. They definitely were doing the best they could with what they had, and I feel like maybe a few more switches could have gotten them a win. But you know, it's hard to say, I suppose, at this point. But at the end of the day, CATastrophe pulling that incredible 6-0 sweep today. All right, bear with me, chat, while where'd Last Brown go? Do you happen to have Last Brown?
I don't think I do. Hold
okay.
on. Let's see. No, we don't get to talk to the Last Brown.
Well, we will. It's just going to take me an extra minute.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, so I'm sorry. And he left because he had to. It's actually going to be Glob Dragon and Math Not Meth are the two that we're going to have here. So I'm going to invite Math if you want to invite Glob. I have to take the long road here. And then we'll discuss with them. Glob Dragon definitely instrumental for most of that with her amazing Junkrat play and stuff. Chat and party. Okay, I have invited Math Not Meth. And then we will get Glob. Hello, Math. How are you? Doing fantastic, albeit a little breathless after your guys' amazing 6-0 there. That was quite the gauntlet. We're currently waiting for Glob Dragon to join us as well. Yeah, I was gonna say you definitely are allowed to have a couple of deep breaths here. It's no rush here. Just a few? Oh, so Math, what I need you to do is go into the PlayStation party settings. Just open up the party, and then you'll see the party settings option. Go into that, and then allow your voice to be shared, always allow. Chat, of course, forever will never let me not do something, so... There we go. Alright, chat, what do you say? So, can you hear Math? Math, speak to us. Okay. Okay, so... Let's see here. Alright, so chat, can you hear Math Not Meth? No? What?
No.
Chat, yes, no?
Oh, it's never easy. It can't just be simple.
No.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna do this the party chat way then.
Alright.
So
wait,
let's
everybody's
see
saying now we can.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
what
now.
it is when I go into the friends list and stuff like that, it'll only project my voice, which is probably what it is. So,
Up there.
alright. So we are now here. We have Math. I am still waiting for Glob Dragon to join us. I have sent some party invites over to Glob Dragon, so as soon as she joins, we'll be good to go. We'll have ourselves an interview and then let everybody get back to their
Group
lives.
Group chat.
But Globdragon rejoining this, but not accepting my party invite. I suppose what we could do is just do this, and we can make it easy and just drop the party altogether, I suppose. Alright, I've sent group invitations, and we'll just do it that way. That's probably the easiest.
Now I got another.
Right.
Okay, so join this.
Yep, and join that group, and I sent one to you too as well, Daisy. Okay, there's Daisy. Math, okay. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and leave this party to join the group chat. Okay.
Here we go.
Alright, so we've got those, and like I said, just waiting for Glob to join us, and we will be good. Glob, where are you? Glob, please.
Glob, no. Glob.
Okay, well, either way, Math, are you there? Oh no, don't tell me we lost Math too.
No. I don't think he's in group chat.
Yeah, I left the party and told him to leave the party. Oh lordy. Well, wouldn't be a Bronze Taco stream without some technical difficulties.
Okay, Math is here, and I have invited Glob.
Okay. I've also invited Glob. There we go. I see left the voice channel. Everybody's just really exhausted after this, obviously.
They went 6 rounds in a row. Like,
we all went 6 rounds. But, oh boy. Okay, well, let's see here. What to do, what to do, what to do. Well, I guess I'm going to reach out to Cat. And
There we go. All
there
right.
we go. There's one.
I had to leave the party
Yep.
before I could come back in. Okay. All right. I'm learning this whole thing too.
It's all good. We got you. That's all that matters.
All right. Cool.
Well, I suppose we can just do some interviewing while we're waiting to see if Glob joins us. Question mark? I have no idea. So, Math, you guys went
Yes.
a very long gauntlet here. 6 maps in total. How are you feeling?
Yes. I'm exhausted because I was flying back from work just to get here.
Holy crap.
So
Wow.
it was that was a stretch. And so
Well, you got here and you helped your team pull that amazing 6-0 victory today.
yeah.
So let's dissect some of the games. You know, you got brought in. And I have a friend request from Glob. That's one way to do this, I suppose. Okay, one sec. There we go. All right. So anyway, so let's go through a couple of those games. You know, you guys, although you went to 6-0, both sides, the Horsemen and the Nacho Daddies, kind of were pressing you. Wait, we have contact.
Hey.
Hey, we got
Hey,
Glob.
sorry. I don't know. I had to restart everything. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, not
Oh,
a problem.
you're You are here now.
Exactly.
Yes.
Look at that chat. We got
Yeah.
it set up eventually. Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
But all right. So congratulations to you as well, Glob, winning this incredible 6-0 gauntlet today.
Thank you.
So
I couldn't
yeah,
have done it without these guys for sure.
it was a spectacular team effort by the entirety of CATastrophe. Absolutely. So walk me through your comps. We saw, you know, kind of largely the same from you guys for a lot of those maps. And was it just working well, or was there just not switches that you guys felt needed to be made? Like, why did you pick that particular setup? Or is that just kind of what you
I
guys have
think-
practiced, and that's what you know works?
Well, it's weird because we tried a couple different things too, and you know, some things worked out really well, and we were just, you know, went and tried it, and like when we were on Dorado and we, snuck up right behind and took out that Bastion from the start, and that just worked so well that it just allowed us steamrolled it to, just first push, and it was just, there were just some things that we just came up with and talked about right before, like how are we going to attack and just, the way that we were going to use our characters. And
that's how I feel like a lot of things went this match for us. There were just a lot of good ideas that got acted out accordingly, so it just worked.
Definitely, fair enough.
Super good brains on this team.
So, and yeah, something to call out though, Glob, is that your Junkrat was on fire, figuratively and literally for most of the map. Is Junkrat just your main, or is that what we're going with? Like you pulled off a lot of really crazy moves throughout the entirety of the game, and the one thing I want to call out is your trap placement, because you were the bane of Eldritch's existence when you played Nacho Daddies, and you had a bunch of great trap setups for the Horsemen as well. Like, is that practiced or just intuition? Like, where are you getting these trap spots from?
It's definitely practice and making the wrong trap decisions that made me choose, like, and I've also seen like where I try to walk when I'm trying to be sneaky.
Sure.
So I like to place my traps there. Also, if you can put them in the dark, I forget to look.
And that happened a lot, definitely.
Also Junkrat is my main. I think I have like 320
Holy
hours
crap.
of him. He's my baby.
Fair
I think
enough.
She's just trying to be humble. She really just has future vision.
Entirely possible. But
maybe.
So, Daisy, did you have any questions for either of them?
Oh man, I want to talk about Dorado, where Horsemen had you struggling like just a little bit, and how did you feel when you guys really came back, especially with that Bastion like pin, and came back and just kind of rolled through with it? How do you guys feel with that?
That was surprisingly a complete, like, the end was a complete accident.
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, Rince was the one who told us, he was like, let's back up, It's like, regain ourselves, and I guess we didn't listen, and it turned out for the best. We usually listen, but this time it just didn't work out that way.
Sometimes the instincts and the bloodlust take over. It happens.
Yeah, and Matt, didn't you drop the sound barrier that kind of saved all of us a little bit?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was still incredible showing from everybody on CATastrophe, and and again, it was great games from both the Nacho Daddies and the Horsemen. But congrats, you guys definitely deserve the credit here. You put in the time, you went through the gauntlet, and you emerged with the 6-0.
I also want to give it up for our healers. Our healers are amazing.
Cat got quite a few kills and plays of the game today, definitely.
Yes, she did.
But yeah, well, guys, I think that's gonna about wrap it up. I think everybody wants to go celebrate in your guys' case and go take a nap in my case. So, congratulations again for both of you guys.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty. And there we go. Okay. So, everybody, that is the end of our wonderful gauntlet of the evening. Thank you so much for everybody that joined us for the entirety of said gauntlet, because it was a long one.
That's a dedication.
Yes, it did. And again, congrats to CATastrophe for plowing through and getting themselves their 6-0 here, and at this point at least catapulting themselves to the top of the list. We'll see what happens, with our next coming games, and see if they can be dislodged. So, really quick, I do want to just double check here, see when our next game is, so that y'all can be ready to tune in. Let's see. So after this debacle. Alright, so it looks like next week, Monday the 17th, we have Nova taking on Rebel Squad. at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. So that is going to be our next Nerfed League game. A couple of days from now, I hope to see everybody back here. And Daisy, thank you so much for co-casting with me throughout this entire gauntlet.
Man, thanks for staying with me.
Of course.
This was an ordeal.
It's something. But all right, everybody, thank you so much. And revolutions aside, thank you so much to Rocky and Mango for the bit donations there. That it goes a long way for us being able to provide more content and more stuff for you guys. So thank you so much. I want to call both of you out for your ridiculous bit war. And I look forward to talking to everybody again in the coming weeks.